all know that the Arctic is changing, and it is changing fast, much faster than elsewhere. And all compartments of the environment are changing. The land, the sea. On land, there is the glaciers disappearing, which has also very big implications on the ocean because of the change in salinity that it brings, the seawater temperature that increases, the delivery of permafrost thawing and lots of sediments going to the Arctic. So it's quite concerning, the status of the Arctic. It's really the canary of the in the coal mine. It is not something that will happen in several decades from now. It's happening today, as we speak.
FACEIT is about the impacts of cryosphere reduction on Arctic biodiversity. With cryosphere, we are talking about the retreat in glaciers and sea ice. So in general, the reduction of influence of the ice and cold temperatures. We are exploring the impacts of global warming on Arctic ecosystems, and we want to do it in a pan-Arctic perspective. Pan-Arctic for us. We have a focus on the European Arctic, but we would like to compare different fjord systems across the European Arctic, and these fjord systems represent the stable Arctic, the Arctic in transition, and also the future of the Arctic. This view symbolizes very well the core of the FACEIT project. As you can see, this glacier is now terminating on land already. So it makes a big difference whether or not the glacier is terminating on land or by the sea, in the sea. This has lots of implications to fjord ecosystem functioning, and thus one major focus of FACEIT is to compare the ecology of fjords with land terminating versus fjord terminating glaciers. One of our tasks in FACEIT is to explore the impact of sedimental runoff on the underwater light regime. With increasing glacier and snow melt, we will have fresh water streams taking a lot of sediment into the fjord. So the fjord will become, the water in the fjord will become more and more turbid. And this means there will be less light available, less light for phytoplankton, but also for benthic algae to conduct photosynthesis and sustain growth. So it is likely that with global warming and increasing sedimental runoff, these macroalgal communities, and we have a very rich macroalgal community inside this fjord, will be changing as a matter of light reduction.
FACEIT studies the function of Arctic fjord ecosystems under environmental pressure and the related implications to society. And this we do on a local but even on a global base. By this we hope that we can establish the scientific base for improving the management of such unique but also very vulnerable systems. So finally, I think if our recommendations will indeed find their way into policies and legislations for better protection and management of Arctic fjord ecosystems, that would already be a meaningful contribution to safeguarding biodiversity and livelihoods in the high north. And this is, of course, our ambition.